Before we answer questions, here's the full 20-second clip, just in case. I know this video best as badday.mpeg. How did we find this? Who was this guy? Why was he so angry? What company was he working for? We're going to answer all of these questions and also do some commentary on 90s internet. So many people out there can relate to this, can't they? It's no wonder everyone's seen this clip. If you're an older guy like me, you've seen this more than once. Keep in mind that back then, we didn't have YouTube, or even E-Bombs World, or 4chan, or that weird corner of the internet that had things you shouldn't see. It was more like a weird cubbyhole, actually. A weird cubbyhole of the internet, rather than a full corner. Actually, it was more like a crevice of the internet. Actually, it was more like a pants coin pocket of the internet. That's how small it was. Actually, it was more like one of those folded pieces of paper on a cootie catcher. It was more like that. It was more like the internet equivalent of that little space. Actually, it was more like a sector on a piece of graph paper. Back then, the best you could get were crude flash animations on Newgrounds. There was also an abomination called Real Media where you would watch streams, but man, it was terrible. Especially if you had a slow 56K modem. I wish I could remember what website I saw it on. The thing is, every janky early website had this video clip if it was the kind of website that offered video clips. Imagine a YouTube channel, but it was just video clips. No social media, no online personality presenting the content, just a .com website with a video page and a small list of videos. Also, back then, you would find all sorts of wacky surprises because it wasn't uncommon for your search result to just give you a directory of files generated by a web server like Apache. All of these websites are probably long gone, and I don't remember any of them. But there were a bunch of these web pages back then, and this video was a staple in all of them. Before we move on to the next answer, I just want to talk briefly about the resurgence this video had. In 1999, I would see this video again during the Y2K scare.
I tell you what, man, them Y2K, man, them mainframes gonna come crashing down on that grid, man. That look like a damn apocalypse now, man. And the horror. The horror.
Showing you what to expect when Y2K comes around and wipes out all of our computers.
I wonder if this video ever had an Ate My Balls comic associated with it.
You heard me right, Ate My Balls. Future topic for next time. So let's answer the question. Who was this guy? Look at this guy. Man, they must have fired this guy. Am I right? I wonder what happened to this guy who witnessed it all. Was he in on it? Was the protagonist of this video on his way to get promoted? You know, guy hidden his computer as a protagonist. Guy here must have been known for having a short temper, so the prankster knew he'd flip out. Maybe the prankster wanted to get the promotion instead, and set this all up just to get that promotion. Well, to know this man, we'll answer all of the questions we ask now and at the beginning of the video. Lucky you. But if you thought this would make the video shorter, you are wrong! So look for the timestamp in the pinned comment section and skip this next part where I now talk about my own frame of mind surrounding this video, back when I first saw it. When I was a young boy, I thought this was footage from a security camera capturing a moment. You know, just some office, God knows where, with somebody with access to the tapes. You know, you cut this part and digitized it, put it online, sent a bunch of emails, creating a forwarding chain, people on IRC sending it around, so on and so forth. Thing is, I didn't find this video all that outrageous. Funny, yes, but I was raised on my uncle's PC failures and his reactions. I was also raised on a sitcom called Married with Children. 2 episodes of Married with Children prepared me for this moment. The episode where everyone convinces Al Bundy to buy an expensive computer, and it ends with Al Bundy getting pissed off at the computer, so he gets a sledgehammer a la Triple H and decimates it in one swing. But this wasn't the only episode that featured a computer as the villain. In this other one, Al Bundy couldn't leave the grocery store because the system is down, and the system also happens to control the automatic doors. After a while, Al Bundy says enough is enough, so he picks up the computerized cash register, hurls it at the glass window, only for it to bounce off and clobber Al Bundy in the head. And it's just not Married with Children. Our guy, our hero, the star of badday.mpeg, reenacts a reoccurring trope known as computer equals monitor, where if you destroy the monitor, you've destroyed the computer. Precisely seen here picking up the keyboard as a bat, hitting a home run to his monitor, or the computer's face I guess, and kicking the poor thing when it's down. Take that, computer. Hey computer, how you like them apples? Get it? Apple computers? Give me a thumbs up if you believe I should leave comedy to the professionals. Give me a thumbs up if you were going to give me a thumbs down because I told you to give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you had it with me and we're going to click off this video because of how annoying I am with this whole thumbs up bit.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Vinny Licciardi!
So who was this man? And who did he work for? And what made him so angry? Like I said earlier, to know the man is to know everything. The man is Vinny Licciardi. And the company is Lauronix Information Systems, and he did it because, well, let's find out. Durango, Colorado, home of Lauronix Information Systems. Vinny Licciardi worked as a shipping manager who would be seen in other videos also produced by Lauronix Information Systems. You see, Lauronix Information Systems asked him to play the role of a disgruntled employee, to reenact a situation where their surveillance camera could be useful. That's right.
We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer.
The video wasn't even a real moment. Vinny was acting. So there you have it. Even back in the 90s, viral videos were actually fake and gay astroturfed bullshit. You thought the past was different. Well, it still is, because at least Vinny was a 35-year-old fat guy in an office. Not some young punk wearing his Friday night's best in a fake prank video. The kind of prank video where the only people getting pranked are other young whippersnappers, also on their way to the local hip-hop emporium. You know, young kids, touching grass, so that they can make a video on the internet. The internet, which we're supposed to use less, because we aren't touching enough grass. And if you do touch grass, make sure to produce proof of it for your social media, online, on the internet. The video was supposedly a series of videos featured in a promotional CD that Lauronix distributed to potential customers. I wish we could see that CD and what the other videos were on it, but I can't find it. If all of you can go ahead and touch grass and go to secondhand stores and rummage for CDs so you can find the CD, make it available online on the internet from all of the grass touching you did. That would be great. If anyone has a CD, let me know in the comments. And for the love of God, don't just upload the videos. Make an ISO like a civilized person and put it up on archive.org. If you're really cool, you can make an MD5 or a SHA-1 file integrity checking file, but an ISO is just fine. There's articles out there you can read that supposedly make an account of the company and the guy not realizing that their video had been spread across from emails and websites and so on, and how surprised they were, and how I don't care about any of that. I'm disappointed. I wanted a police report, not a lame sales pitch. You made it this far, thank you for watching, and just like Vinny shilling a product, I must shill myself, and ask you to subscribe and become a core audience member, and get more videos just like this. Look, I got some irons in the fire for better videos like this. I got some more 90s internet to talk about. I got a biography on Wally George, the father of combat TV. That's also on the way. Look man, if you don't subscribe to me, I'm gonna have to resort to TikToks and YouTube shorts. Nobody wants that. We want to return to the kinds of videos common in 2014 to 2018. No more Instagram hooters, no more fake prank videos, no more AI generated slop, no more overly dramatic reaction videos, no more British people talking about the same retro game over and over and over again. We want good mediocrity. So tell me, what old 90s internet thing do you want to see talked about? Dancing Baby perhaps? Maybe the Ate My Balls fad I mentioned? I'm a small channel, so I'll actually read your comments and reply. Join the Discord and let's get down to some of that there yakking.